Okay, thank you for saying that was a charity leg. That man did not deserve you.
No.
That man pissed me off.
No. That was a charity like, and when he said no, I was like, oh yeah, this shit's rigged. You think that we're on the same damn level? Hell no.
But welcome.
Hey, welcome
back.
Welcome back, regulars.
Part 2.
What are you sipping on today?
I am sipping on a Americano with honey cold foam.
Oh.
From the place that I no longer work at.
Thank God.
Amen.
It tastes so much better now that I'm not employed by them. There's something I just taste the notes more. Like,
wait, you liked yours?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
did you tip?
I'm like,
who made yours?
I did tip, and I shouldn't have.
No, it's okay.
Wait, off record, who made yours?
Covers the mic.
I don't know. She was a new girl.
That's
what I'm thinking. Like, most of those people are new now.
Yeah, I got an ad shot,
Yeah.
and this tastes so sweet. I'm like, you either didn't put an ad shot or you gave me like an extra scoop of sugar, because that was like.
They probably did the same amount. You know, you're supposed to do 1 scoop less.
Yeah.
They probably did all the same amount.
But I'm like,
So it's
damn,
probably
that's
4
also
scoops.
why I got the ad shot, was because I wanted it less sweet.
Yeah.
And it was still, but you know.
You know those kids are not
They're literally
being
like,
trained.
yeah.
They are not.
It's literally
you just get hired and thrown in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say on the bar?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But we have been up to bigger and greater things than, our past employers. So,
come on.
Sav has been doing big things over here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Sav, tell the people our first topic for today.
So, guys, I went on a YouTube channel called Nectar, and they have a series called Swipe or Swap, where it's like dating apps in real life. So you swipe on people in real life, and if you get a match, then you have a date in front of everybody. And yeah, I did it. It was super, out of my comfort zone, but I think it was a great exercise. I spoke to my therapist about it. She was like, this is great for you. Like, this is great to like be out of your comfort zone and like do this on my own. I met a bunch of really great people. I made a bunch of great friends. I matched. He's Canadian though, so.
Like, why are you here?
Right.
I also have to say, Sav, you matched with literally the only cute boy. You literally matched with the only cute boy.
You think?
Like, you matched with him,
You
and
did.
I was like,
You
'cause she's a
did.
baddie.
Yeah. Okay. Period.
she's a baddie.
Thank you.
Let the hoes
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
hoes know.
They must have had Shonda Rhimes in the back, because they were trying to put me with that white man, like bad. The blonde.
They
The blonde.
Shonda Rhimes.
I
in the
said,
back
wait,
is
Shonda Rhimes in the
so
back? She
funny.
said, like,
That's
thank you.
so
You were
funny.
saying that you felt out of your comfort zone, but I have to say that did not read on camera at all.
Oh my God! Wait, really, guys?
It didn't read at the after party either. You were talking to those people like you have been friends with them forever. I said, and in the back of my head, I was
with a
like,
drink in hand.
I was like, she was so nervous about this. These are all her friends.
It literally. Okay, so we go to this party at, where was it? Like the
Bungalow.
No, it wasn't
No,
Bungalow.
we went
it
to
was
a
a
different place.
Victorian.
And it literally felt like it was like a Love Island like after party, because it was like the people that were like coupled up, and then there were like people that didn't couple up that were like flirting, and then I was just like, this is so fucking funny. It was just so funny. Like, it was just great. My guy like sucked though. Like, he was hot but like had no personality. So I'm just kind of like,
I feel like that happens to you kind of frequently. That you'll like, you'll like start talking to a dude who's like very fine, and then you
Yes.
realize he has the personality of a wet blanket.
yeah, or we have like nothing in common.
Yeah.
Like, they have like shit music taste, and that's like the number one thing. He didn't know any of the artists that I said, and I was like, so you're not black? Like, I literally said like the most black artist.
But he's Canadian. He's Canadian American.
Oh, get into it. Wait, he's not even American.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, you know what?
Canadian American.
But see, the diaspora, we're still up there.
But
though,
like,
right?
America is so specific in race.
Yeah.
And
black is African American, and that's not
Yeah.
the same thing as being Canadian.
Yeah.
True. But he didn't even. He was like, he listened to like. What did he say? Like Japanese jazz. Like, he was listening to like. I was like, okay, cool, but like, is that what? That's what Canadians
He
listen to?
sounds like he used to be a nerd.
Well, because I feel like, I feel like race is a social construct, right?
Right.
It's not something that's
It
biological.
is.
So like, we experience
Race,
blackness and the social constructs of America, I think it would make sense to me at least. I have no idea, but it would make sense to me at least that it'd be different.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if his family was also Canadian. I don't remember because we talked about sports teams, and he did say an American sports American football team. I forget because I don't think of any other teams other than my teams. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was a time. There's 2 more episodes, so my date will be on one of them. So,
well, I have to say, watching it, it just immediately made me annoyed with how the men were behaving.
Did you see how many baddies they were?
They were baddies on baddies on baddies.
Yeah,
every single girl I met that night was super pretty, and the fact that not all of y'all were coupled up, and more importantly, the ones that were coupled, I still get pissed off about specifically 2 girls that I met, and their men were acted like they weren't even together.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You know what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah. You know what made me the most mad was when the girl with the because it's only 1 episode is out, right? But the girl with the green glasses, swiped right on that long ass fucking face motherfucker.
I know it. That's Tina. That was the first girl I met.
Shaft.
Yes,
I was like, Tina's a baddie, and that's the baddest bitch that's gonna swipe on you.
They ended up hitting it off in the club. Literally, that was one of the couples that you're talking about.
Wait, but okay, I know we're talking about the same girl, but is that the guy that he would just pop in and out, and he'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then she would okay, see, that pissed me off.
Oh,
no offense,
but
girl.
I think she liked that low key.
No,
he was giving her space, but I hear you. Yeah.
Well, it just was in the sense that it just, to me, that made me mad because I was like, she's just so pretty, fine, and I enjoy that she got her own space, but it made it, to me, it read he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, a lot of the guys had weird energy. It was a lot of nonchalance, and I'm like,
you're on a dating show.
Literally, I literally don't understand the whole nonchalance epidemic. Everyone cares, and it's okay to care.
Nobody's winning the I don't give a fuck war.
Literally, I give a fuck.
It's a war nobody's gonna win.
If anyone gives less of a fuck, it's us. But we also care.
But I think it's something that all of us are familiar with. It's nothing new that men desire the approval of other men more than they desire a loving relationship.
Right.
Or just
preach.
I made a TikTok about this.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to cut you off.
No, I was on my thought.
I made a TikTok about this because all of my coworkers are big Love Is Blind fans because they're all millennials. And so I'm watching Love Is Blind because I want to be included in the lunchroom chats. And I'm not finished with it yet, so I don't know exactly how, spoiler alert, this couple ends up breaking up. I don't know exactly how they end up breaking up. But there's this one guy, his name is Joe. I don't like him. And he's so male-centered. And I just made a TikTok about how male-centered men are the worst because they just do things that don't make sense. For example, when I was watching Love Is Blind, when they get out of the pods, they all go to a honeymoon trip to some destination. Usually,
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. And so they were in Mexico, and he was doing this thing where he was being, when guys, when they joke around with each other and they're just saying rude ass jokes and making everybody uncomfortable.
Slap my ass.
Shove a stick up my ass, call me a corn dog, shit. Right. What do you know? Something like that. And you're okay. He was doing that, and then he also was saying to people how he didn't find the girl that he proposed to attractive, but then he would also go and have sex with her and tell her that he loved her. And it was it was crazy. But it's because guys like that, they just want other men to think that they're cool. And they want other men to think that they're funny. They want other men to think they get bitches. They want men to think this and that.
I think the majority of men are like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a maturity thing. It's definitely viewing life like a competition. And because you're raised to not respect or consider women your equals, who else can you compete with than your bros? And so it's that's really what it is. It's it's a big game.
Wait, you just ate that up.
Yeah, that was a big revelation right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of them are gay.
That too.
Which is okay.
Be who you are.
I remember there's a shot in the video where it's these two guys like right before they go up both of them had just gotten out of line, and they were like smiling at each other like, yeah, like we rejected those girls, you know? And it's like, you just rejected two bad bitches.
Literally.
That was like so crazy.
Like where is the yearning?
Guys, I gave it.
Where is the lover boy?
Right.
Where did he go?
Right.
They've never been. Were they there?
I think yes, like historically, like writing love letters, going to war for your country and for your family, like
right. Go to
I saw
war.
a TikTok the other day about like Bonaparte's letters to his to his wife, and he was yearning.
Yes,
but like meaningfully.
Yes.
Meaningful. Like he was mean, or he
was
meant
mean.
it.
He was mean.
And I think it's such a disservice, like men are missing out on so much of what's like beautiful and worthwhile about life, which is making genuine connections, which is putting yourself out there, getting rejected sometimes, but like gaining self-respect and confidence in a real way, not in a way that's like just defending like protecting your own ego by rejecting people before they get to reject you.
I saw a TikTok about this the other day, about how like in order for the patriarchy to remain dominant, it needed to like demonize feminine traits. You know, and like the things you're talking about, I feel like can be attributed to more of the feminine, like your vulnerability, right? And it just makes me so sad that like these men have demonized, they've been taught to demonize these traits that are considered feminine.
It's literally so sad. Like sometimes when I'm on social media or threads, or like I love a comment section. So I scroll through comments, and every once in a while I'll see like a comment like that, and I'm like, you have to be depressed to like exile any type of like human connection in your life. Like it must suck. And in the word or in the name of being a real man, who's giving you that trophy? Who's giving you the gold star?
Who's giving it to you?
Who's giving it to you? That's the one thing I don't understand. Who's giving it to, like, I don't like who's telling you that you are the manliest man of all men? Because it's not your
the other man.
It's not the other men.
That was just so crazy to see so many baddies being swiped left, like not being matched with. I was like, I can't believe you just swiped no on this girl. This is the baddest thing that's ever been in front of you that you have access to.
No, like
you're never gonna get access like this again, bro.
It was crazy to experience it too, because like we were all like talking to each other as this was happening. So all of us girls were really trying to put ourselves out there, and like I think honestly every single girl probably got rejected at least once.
Yeah.
And I don't know if every guy can say that. I gave a charity like just to see. I was like, let me just test something out.
Was that at the beginning?
No, it was like kind of in the middle.
Like the middle, like it was right before. Okay, thank you for saying that was a charity like. That man did not deserve you.
No.
That man pissed me off.
No. That was a charity like, and when he said no, I was like, oh yeah, this shit's rigged. You think that we're on the same damn level? Hell no.
But they do though,
and that's why they don't deserve any charity.
No, yeah, you're right. I was just like, let me just see something real quick. You're gonna say no to me?
The audacity.
Yep. And it is.
Sometimes I really feel like we need to interview a man on this podcast. We do. I just need to understand like what exactly that is. Is it the insecurity of like being rejected first by a bad bitch, or do you really just think that you're waiting for like Megan Fox from the beginning of like the Transformers to come into your life? Because I fear the way us women, or me, I'll speak for myself, the way I have to live with the fact that motherfuckers like Anthony Bridgerton aren't real. I have to live with the fact that a lot of the men that I consume in media aren't real because they're written by a woman.
You're the objects of my desire.
I think men have to realize a lot of the women they consume by media aren't real because they're directed and written by men.
Ooh.
The girl you're waiting for doesn't exist.
Like
I'm
we're
so
all,
confused.
Like being led astray.
Yes.
Like, we want something that will never be, and they want something that will never be.
Yes, but I feel like women know that. Like we know that.
Yeah.
Do we?
I think most
we're
learning
do.
it too.
Yeah, I think we're learning it. I would agree.
Also, like because we've been like conditioned to get married, have kids, and we're not doing that as much.
I just tightened my coochie at this. Like
Kegel. Like everyone Kegel.
Kegel.
All right,
Kegel.
Guys, I feel so much closer to you.
and squeeze.
Guys, do your Kegels. It's really good for you.
Amen.
And it's also good for period cramps too.
Oh.
Chat, if you didn't know.
This conversation, sans the Kegel part, reminds me of just these realizations that I've had as a creative, like being in spaces around male creatives. It's kind of the same vibes of like they are delusional about their talent, but they don't have the same kind of hang-ups as a lot of female creatives that I've met. When it comes to their like I've seen a lot of male artists exaggerate their talent and kind of lead with the audacity that gets them into rooms. Obviously, like there's a privilege and everything else, but I think there is a large amount of it. It was just like putting shit out there, trying it out, sending in resumes and all of that sort of stuff that I think women have a little bit harder time getting to. And I just want to say, like, if once I realized that if I could just like have a little bit of the audacity of a mediocre white man, then I would propel myself further in my career, in my life. It just I guarantee you that you're going to be the most hard critic of your own art. Especially as a woman, just rip the Band-Aid off and like just do it. Put it out there. Put yourself in situations that you don't feel comfortable with, or not with, but like in sense that like obviously always be safe. That's not what I mean. But put yourself in new situations that challenge yourself as a creative to and just pretend like you have the audacity.
My favorite saying that has stuck with me since my church days, weirdly enough, is fake it till you make it. You gotta you really do gotta fake it sometimes. That's okay. That's part of it. Fake it, and then one day you'll start feeling it.
And I think like a lot of men do that. It's just because we live in a man's world. It's because we live under a patriarchy that they're like, I don't want to say safe from it, but it's like, oh, let me just do it. Let's just see what happens. It's like there's less of a fear. Whereas with women, it's like we're judged in a different way.
Absolutely.
Like
They're
even if we're leaders,
fail.
it's like, oh, she's bossy, she's this, she's that. But if a man's doing the exact same thing, then it's like, oh, he's so professional. He's so this, he's so that. And I think like that's a big part of why we like protect ourselves in that way, but also we have to, like you said, like put ourselves in new situations that challenge ourselves and our art. And it's definitely not easy, but I think, you know, especially surrounding yourself with like-minded women and or non-men, like I just think it's really important.
I think it really is a testament to we are changing. Women are growing. I was serving a table today, and it was like three older women, and then their two daughters that were our age, and they were all talking about like their marriage problems and their dating problems, and they started talking about like the two younger girls were like, it's crazy, like it's not like how it used to be, and the three older women were like, no. The men have always been like this. The expectations are just changing, which is like a painful, comforting thought. It's both like hard to think about and also very exciting to be like, wait, we as women really are evolving, and we are part of this. We are a part of the testament. Like they're going to write about our generation in the history books. I don't know.
That is empowering.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think like as a part of that though, in that generation of where a transition is happening, the trade-off, let's say, I wouldn't consider it a trade-off, but like it's that there's going to be a quote-unquote loneliness epidemic. There's going to be a higher rate as men of this generation are going to have to realize like either get with it or you're going to die alone. And that's not women's fault.
I definitely think Gen Z will feel that. Do you think Gen Alpha will at all? Like I think Gen Alpha might start to like have the what's the word, the benefits of our labor.
Well,
Reap the
I don't know. I think that is the reason why Gen Alpha is much more conservative than any other.
talk to it.
I think, well, yeah, because it's they always, the statistics, they always say Gen Z, but I'm like, well, Gen Z is actually just such a large generation because we're Gen Z, but also like a 14-year-old right now is technically Gen Z.
Really?
Like they're like really
I
late.
think that's the beginning.
Or Gen Alpha, but like okay, so like a 15 or 16-year-old,
18 years old is still
Gen Z, and like,
but that's normal, like 10 years.
but this like I guess what I'm trying to say is that the rate into which our childhoods are different is very large between a 24-year-old and an 18-year-old. Like the way that I was raised, which is the way our ex-18-year-old coworkers were raised, are very different.
I hear that.
All that to say, there are a whole bunch of statistics where Gen Z and late Gen Alpha are like increasingly becoming more conservative.
But the men, right? It's
just the men and women.
Really?
Both. Yeah. It's
like
both.
the trad wife.
Like the trad wife thing, like all of that. And I think that is due to girl bossing a little too close to the sun. I think that is due to growing up with this idea that like women are everything, and obviously because we are. But like just like when we grew growing up, like that peak millennial, like who needs a man, me too, like all this, and I think I think that weight of like having of the reality of like being a woman and being as audacious as we should be, and not the consequences, but the realities of doing that underneath the patriarchy, it's kind of a lot to put on like a young person.
I think also the fact that we don't need a man anymore. I think that might be the root of it. Like we don't need a man to
I don't think we
open a bank account. Like
Well,
we used to need a man to
yeah,
open a bank
yeah.
account. We used to
Yeah.
need. That's why
And this is
marriage was a
new.
thing. Was because
Yeah.
you
And
needed
it's
a man
new.
to get a
And
house.
this is new. This is
Yeah.
new within the like not even 100 years.
Yeah.
Not even 100 years. That's just
50
so
years
crazy to
ago
me.
was when women were able to, I think, apply for a loan on our own.
Yeah.
What?
Like that
And
was yesterday.
yeah.
Was the 50-year anniversary.
Again, it really, I said this like a couple episodes ago or last episode, it really is crazy to me that women had more rights under feudalism than they did under capitalism 50 years ago. Like that is so insane to me.
Yeah.
Can I think one other thing, I hear a lot about this like male loneliness epidemic shit. What about like the female fucking horniness epidemic? Can we talk about it? No, like, but like, my God. No, but like dead ass. I don't give a fuck that you're lonely. I don't. Look at your, sorry, I don't know.
If you got a haircut and went to the gym, I would fuck you.
If you are a man and you're single, it's your fault. I
your
don't know how else to tell
I
you this.
actually fear it
I
is.
literally don't know how else to tell you this, but it is your fault. Get a haircut, take a shower, shave your beard.
I'm
These
so
are the
sorry,
lineup.
but like I'm doing all of those things. I just got a haircut.
Right.
I go to the gym.
Right.
I shower every
Right.
night before I go to bed.
Right.
You can't do that as well.
Right.
I'm so sorry. It really is pissing me
It's
off.
so fucking. And I don't give a fuck about the loneliness. Be
Yeah.
lonely.
Be lonely.
Look at yourself.
And even
sorry.
like, sorry.
I really do think it's like I will have to say I think that even a large population of women would even, and they have, overlooked the showering and the haircut and the greasiness, all for someone who is nice.
Right. Or funny.
That's what I was gonna say. Outside of the physical stuff, because like
Yeah.
for example, that couple you posted on your stories today,
Which one?
the really hot girl and that white guy.
Oh.
So
yes.
here's the thing. I went and I stalked the page because I said that's crazy.
I know.
and it's because first of all he's British and accent's gonna get you in every time. But second of all, she keeps on posting videos about him being a gentleman. Obviously, we don't know what's like behind closed doors.
Is he rich?
But no, I mean he could just. But that's the thing though. I agree with Sterling. Yes, like take a shower, please. You know, a haircut and a beard is makeup for men. You know, you find your right cut and it's gonna work for you every time.
Yeah.
Look at Andrew Garfield. He got those Turkish hair plugs and he's been looking good ever since. I'll tell you that. But more importantly, many women will overlook how the fuck you look if you are a good, kind person. Because that's when I don't give a fuck about the male loneliness epidemic, is when I go into a comment section or something and I see a man just absolutely degrading a woman and talking, or I see you praising motherfuckers like Andrew Tate, then it's like, I don't give a fuck if you're lonely and depressed because you don't care about me.
It's like you don't even give a shit. Literally.
Yeah, so why do I care about you? So really, like, that's why at the end of the day, learn basic human empathy. And we can go from there.
And then on that note, like, as we're losing our rights, maybe give a fuck.
Yes.
Like, I think that's a big part of it. Like, oh, like, women's rights change based on the state that you're in. That's not the case for men. I don't see a lot of men talking about that, even guy friends. And that's like I don't know. Like, you don't care about my own basic autonomy. I think that's like, I just don't hear a lot of them talking about it. But we're always supposed to be the ones that are fighting for our men and fighting for especially women of color. So it's just really hard. It's really hard to want to even like date some of these men out here because it's just a waste of time.
It is.
It's just a waste of time. It doesn't even teach us anything.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
It's like so depressing for me. Like over the summer, it was just so depressing to like put myself out there and then have that met with them only thinking about themselves. Like every time I meet a man, almost every single time I meet a man, he's talking about himself. He's talking about himself. And then he's like, I want to be with you. I want to take care of you. And I'm like, you know nothing about me.
Right.
You know nothing about me. Like this happened yesterday. This man was like saying like, let me take care of you. And I was like, you don't know me. Right. And he was like, okay, then tell me something. I'm like, what would you like to know?
Ask something.
And then he proceeded to go, well, like, I'm really big on communication, and like, you seem like you're really good at, and I'm like really into communication, and like, I'm like a
love
caretaker.
To say that, by the way. I am so disillusioned by you motherfuckers saying, I love big clear communication. I love communication. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's actually a red flag at this point. No, you don't. If you tell me you like communication, I'm going to assume you actually hate talking.
No.
I'm going to assume you actually never want to hear a word out of my mouth.
Exactly.
Because that's all I've learned. That's all I've learned.
Communication, you just like to run your mouth.
Yeah.
You just like to run your mouth.
Speak. You love to hear yourself talk.
Mind you, I like to speak too, but I want to have a conversation.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
My biggest takeaway from all of the men that we are dealing with is they are not adding anything. At least for me, they're not adding anything to my life right now. My goal when it comes to my creativity is to hone that, right? And I felt like over the summer that time was wasted on time I could have been spent honing my creativity. I was spent trying to pick myself up from another shitty date. You know?
And that's something that we have all we have to all experience.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I'm very much, it's hard. It's like a choice almost. I'm going to be so real. It's like a choice every day to like not download Hinge and not try to find somebody to get some sort of male validation and some sort of like attention. It's hard for me. I enjoy love. I enjoy connection, but I'm not finding that connection. And where I think I need to focus finding that connection is within myself.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's so that's beautiful.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's beautiful.
That
and I'm gonna join that journey with you.
Yes,
we're joining that journey.
I love that. I'm like, I don't have the temptation of Hinge anymore because I can't go. But I'm
for
like,
context, Sav is banned.
I am banned from Hinge. Don't use my images either. So no one can actually pretend to be me, which is actually
lit.
Yeah. I have a question for you guys because I was in a session like last week and my friend was like what's like the best pickup line like a guy is giving you? Guys, I couldn't think of one. I couldn't think of one other than your eyes are crazy. I literally don't think I've had like I don't recall.
I don't think I like pickup lines because
or even like a nice like something like how they come up to you. I was like, they don't do that anymore, sir.
Dude, that's literally like, remember at said party with said Nectar people how I remember when we were talking about how that one guy was just hovering near us the entire time.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't figure out who the fuck you wanted to talk to, and I was like, why don't you just say hey,
right,
hi,
right,
hello,
right,
something,
say hi.
right, something.
And that just kind of brings it back to like they're so scared of being I think being rejected is good for you.
It is good for you.
Just it's good for your brain development. It's gonna be okay, and you once you do it enough times, you realize it's gonna be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And you realize most of the time it's not about you.
Yeah.
Most times when you're ever rejected, it's never truthfully about you.
Exactly.
It's always something with them. It's never like you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is your is y'all's love life impacting your art and your creativity?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we can move on.
I think a lot of like what I write about is like
Love.
yeah, not all of it, but like a lot of it is just like relationships in my life, not even like necessarily romantic. I write about platonic relationships because I think there's so much to be said about, you know, any kind of relationship, but for sure because a lot of my songs are about like I need to play you guys the next one I'm working on.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't create all that often, but like for a while when I was like just
But
like
you do. You really do. This is creating right
this is creating now. So yeah, because I talk about love and shit on here a lot. But for I guess like when I think about like when I'm in the shower, when I'm like in my bed and I'll have like creative thoughts, a lot of the time they revolve around my vices. I love to yearn. First of all, people in general don't yearn anymore, and I think we should bring it back.
Listen to Jeff Buckley.
Listen to Lover You Should Have Come Over with Jeff Buckley and hear the hurt in his voice for whatever he did to that woman, and know that that's the amount of energy I need you to bring to me all the time. But second of all, I'm a big yearner, so that's like my vice isn't really like I don't feel tempted by like Hinge in terms of like meeting new people all the time. Hinge, if anything, is a way for me to stop yearning over like situationships of past, because that's more what I do. And when I do like think about like photo concepts I think are cool, or like if I like think of like scripts or scenes in my head, a lot of the time they're like focused around that. And sometimes I don't want them to be, because I'm like, there's so much more to like what I like and what I want my life to be than that. But also I just think that's such a pure emotion to like want somebody that bad, or to want something that bad, that I like exploring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I understand. Like, it is a beautiful emotion.
Yeah.
Like, it's very sad to be lacking this part of your emotional spectrum in a way. So I understand.
Yeah. I just love a good yearn. I love watching it. I love
a crush too.
I love a crush. You know what? That's what
you hate a crush,
because I don't experience a crush. I experience limerence.
Oh, we've talked about this.
Well, like a crush though is like I feel like you can't like know someone really well and have a crush on them still. Does that make sense? Then I think it turns into limerence. But I think a crush can be when you like don't actually know someone, but you know the essence of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's like that's where peak limerence lives for me, because I create the idea of them.
Okay, that's no.
But I hear you. Like a crush sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I like having crushes. To me, they go either way. Like a crush. I don't know if I want to talk about this.
Sometimes a crush just keeps my brain active. I'm like, ooh.
A
daydream.
Something to fall asleep to.
Literally, my fake scenarios. I'm like, oh my god, and then he picked me up, brought me the flowers, and then like, has a guy ever brought you guys flowers on a first date?
Yeah.
I've never been brought flowers on a first date. That's my tea.
I've been brought flowers on a Valentine's Day date, which is like bare minimum. He did ask me to split the bill with him though.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, then fuck the flowers. The fuck? What? Like, this is the shit. He brings flowers, but he has to split the bill.
I'm sorry. If you need to split the bill with me, you shouldn't be dating. Go to work.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
go to work.
Yeah.
But to bring it back to what was the name of the show? I'm so sorry.
Swipe or swap.
Swipe or swap. I feel like you got a little bit of a sneak peek, or like into the world of like influencing. Like,
a little bit. Yeah,
because you went to the like meetup party after, and
that felt very influencery.
Exactly. Like, did you like that part of it? Like, could you see yourself doing more stuff like that?
Like, honestly, a lot of the people I really vibed with. A lot of the guys too are really cool. I just think it was a good group of people. There were definitely some outliers, as there always is, but
no, this is a question that I've always had, is like, in those spaces, do your interactions feel candid and natural?
I feel like when I'm moving that way, it's easier for me to like recognize when others aren't. So I think all of the close connections I made were, but there were definitely some fake.
Yeah, I love that.
Transactional.
It sounds like you stay grounded in yourself and in the present in those spaces, which I think is difficult for people to do. I know for myself, like once I'm nervous, I just start talking and like don't even, and it's like I'm not even being me or authentic, you know? It's just I keep going, you know, and I feel like I would do that in that space. Yeah.
I think like something that I've always had like a good hold on is that I'm not going to get along with everyone and that's okay. So I'm not going to try to get along with everyone. If it's not easy, if I don't feel like there's like a gravitational pull to you, then like that's fine. We don't need to be. But like my girl
really
Sophia,
lovely.
like literally right when I walked in, I was like, we're going to be friends. I just like knew. And like it literally like we made eye contact and I was like, that's my girl for real. Okay.
Do you feel like the dynamic changes at all with like cameras and a sound team and a crew involved?
I feel like it's something you get used to.
Yeah,
That's my real truth.
I don't know, like in this scenario, we were kind of all experiencing similar emotions, so it felt like that kind of leveled the playing field, if that makes sense, because we were all kind of anxious and like, whoa, it's really hot, lights are bright.
And then last question, do you feel like the producers or the director led certain people or interactions in a direction that they wanted it to go?
Definitely. There was a lot of, what's the word?
Come on, producers.
They were definitely producing. When there were a lot of guys that said no to girls on the first round when the girl said yes. So there could have been like multiple matches the first round, but the men said no. So a lot of the guys like asked to go again. So then they would go with the girl again, and then the girl would say yes again, and then the guy would say yes. Which again is, I think, that's also
them
frustrating.
right there, like caught them red-handed.
Yeah, that's also frustrating. It's like, so now I have to put myself out there again,
Right.
because you were scared that I was going to reject you. It's just like still backwards.
That's where they lose me. I'm not doing it twice. No.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm
right?
really not.
Oh yeah,
No,
see
not.
that's where I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I'm
have
like,
done
Maybe
that
that's my
twice
ego.
either.
No.
That's my ego.
know.
I
Same
wouldn't have said yes.
Because then if we match
Twice.
in my head for the duration of our relationship, that's in the back of my head.
Exactly.
That you
Yeah.
rejected me first. You don't really, really want me like that.
And also that just shows me the level of what you can offer me.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I feel like that's with men too. Like if I went on a date with you and then you drop the ball and then nothing happens and then you try to swing back.
Yeah. It's like, no, you lost your chance.
had your
You lost your
chance.
You
shot.
had your, yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, during that date in front of everybody, my first question would have been, so why'd you swipe no the first time?
I'm screaming.
I'm being so serious. Hi. So, quick question. Why'd you swipe no the first time? Just want to get this out on the table really quickly.
Do you guys feel like you have, I don't know, I feel like I have a good hold on the type of men that will swipe right on me anyways. Like I kind of knew he was going to.
Yeah.
I just know.
Yeah.
I just knew. Like
Yeah.
There were a lot of influencers. A lot of the girly pops were influencers. A lot of the guys were influencers. And I think it's cool how, like, you know, there's a lot of pivoting with influencers right now.
Yeah.
Especially the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Quinn Blackwell was there.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see her there.
I love Quinn Blackwell.
Same.
Honestly,
love
she's
her.
gone through so much. And I love her bounce back.
Yeah.
Because there was a second there when she was not.
Ooh.
Come on, bounce back.
Last night took an L, but tonight.
But you know when she was hanging out with like.
I'm sorry.
Quinn Blackwell!
Wait, what? Oh, were you just
I
looking
didn't
her
know
up?
her by name. I just knew her by face. So
Oh,
I just looked it up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy for
Amazing.
her.
And she was serving
ate down.
body.
She
Yeah.
ate. There was another influence there too. But like, you know what? Remember when like Quinn was hanging out with like the Hype House days? And people were kind of like on
Yeah.
her ass for like some of the shit she was doing.
Yeah.
And for a second there, I was like, this can go either way. I love seeing it, girl. You're doing it. You're doing it, and you ate down.
Yeah, she did.
Angel Reese.
See,
Yeah.
those are two women that are perfect examples for me of people who are focused on their maybe this is just what it looks like from the outside, but who are focused on their creativity and are not letting men and the relationships with men challenge where they end up. You
I
know?
love that because
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
that
great
is
take.
such a good way to talk about both Quen and Angel because men
Yes.
love to shit on both of those
They
women.
do.
Like no other.
Yeah.
And they keep winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they keep winning every time.
And they do.
Yes.
Yep.
And it just gives me so much like inspiration to know that like you can have a platform on social media. You can start off as someone with, I don't know their stories like completely, but I'm assuming not. It's like a brand that they've built themselves, and there's still open doorways for creators like that to get to transition into a higher tier of celebrity or like influencer, or you know they that their work and their audience is being acknowledged and respected at a larger scale, at like a national, like kind of iconic scale, like the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's also like important to show how we can be multifaceted, and we are multifaceted. And I think a lot of the criticism that they're getting, men wouldn't be getting if they were pivoting into something different. So I think that's like, you can be funny and be a model. You can be an athlete and be a model. Like these
Right.
things can overlap, and that's beautiful.
And also, beauty isn't defined by one type of person or body type or skin color or profession or anything like that. I know Victoria's Secret is not the like
Poster
pinnacle
girl, yeah.
poster girl of
Yeah.
inclusivity.
Honestly,
But-
but I was gonna say I love that they have taken that criticism
Yeah,
and
they've
changed
gotten
from
a
it.
lot
Yeah.
better.
Because it used to be so bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of the day, like the closers are still Bella and Gigi, which
Yeah.
I'll never complain about that. I love you girls. I love you girls.
Sisters, the Palestinian princesses.
I love them. But like the closers are still, but no, yeah, like I think having like good on Victoria's Secret for taking that criticism and knowing that like their crown can never be tipped in terms of one of the most iconic fashion shows, and instead of letting it be tipped, they stepped up.
Yeah, they continue to
the
innovate.
plate.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting to see where influencing is going right now and how it is really because I think Angel Reese is an athlete and then she's also an influencer. You know, like it really is starting to cross genres.
Yeah.
And it's also something, I don't know, it's just interesting to me that it's something that is both necessary for a normal person as well as someone who already is successful.
Yeah.
It's necessary. It's a necessary part of a creative's career, which is really interesting. I don't know how I feel about it though.
You're saying that diversifying is necessary?
That I think influencing
Influencing the
to bring you to the next level or to bring you to like a mainstream forefront is necessary.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I've accepted it.
I don't think I've accepted it. I don't think I like it though.
Yeah.
It's like that. I think my thoughts on it are summed up with that meme that's like, imagine Kurt Cobain being asked to engage with the algorithm. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
right.
I'm not saying my art is Kurt Cobain level, but I'm saying that like that's essentially what we're doing to artists now, and what voices and perspectives are being pushed aside because they don't happen to align well with like engagement.
Yeah.
Like that's not their skill, that's not their bag, you know.
Right.
I think
So-
too, like some influencers are just influencers, right? And they like to like curate and just influence, right? But a lot of artists don't like to do that. So I think with artists, I've noticed the pivot from artist, influencer, and then into celebrity. Because when you're celebrity land, you share much less. Influencers will share like every aspect of their life, but it's like the ultimate goal is to not do that. And I think the clearest example I can think of is Emma Chamberlain.
Oh yeah.
When she was a YouTuber, when she was an influencer, we would hear about everything. There was always, drama. Now it's like very controlled.
Yeah.
And it's the business that is kind of at the forefront of everything. So I think that's the ultimate goal of an artist is for your art to kind of be the forefront and not yourself. That maybe that's just for me personally, but like
I think I think the internet has just created a new workaround for it, because I think it's a double-edged sword where this is a consequence of like the internet, and like the insane interconnectedness and globalization that we experience now at this day and age.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier for people to be recognized for art. I think it makes it easier to become an artist because at least like when you think of famous artists, even from like the 50s, 60s, whatever, you could probably name, I don't know, 20, 30 of them. Because it just was that much harder to become well known. Now it's easy to get 500,000 people to follow your art. But now to me, it's like you can get more engagement in terms of people seeing your art, but to become to that level of like where your art is the sole focus, it's now a longer pathway. Instead of just the straight up, it was maybe harder to get the influence because not as many people were seeing your art all the time. Now a lot of people can see your art, but to become where the art's the only thing people know, it's now just a longer pathway. You have to like build that community and you have to build that.
Yeah.
And I just think that's
I think
that's really interesting.
I think I look at it a little differently instead of like thinking like you seeing it as like seeing the internet as a gateway or a stream to get more eyes on your work. I kind of see it more as like a barrier to entry where you're not considered, your work isn't considered valid or monetizable until you can show this literal like portfolio of like, look at how many people engage with this thing, look how many people follow me. Like it's
like
think
a numbers game.
I think the easiest thing to compare it to or like to make the connection with is like modeling, for example. Like when you go onto like modeling websites and you try to like submit digitals as part of the application, they want to see your socials. They want to see how many people already follow you, like what kind of platform you already have and what you can bring to them. Whereas like they're not, it's not just like a stunning mug and an amazing skill at modeling. It's like, what do you already have to give us? It's like this other step.
There's no more nurturing, it feels like.
Yeah. And I understand that modeling is like so public facing as an art form. So but I think that it still applies to other types of art as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that with actors too, yeah, music.
Yeah. Right now I'm in the process of, it's my senior year, I'm in the process of working towards my showcase, which is where we put up basically scenes and invite agents and managers to come. And we were just talking about this in class, about how important is social media to securing an agent and a manager. And overall, the thing we landed on was that it's not necessary, but it's only going to help.
Right.
It's only going to help. Of course, you have to be mindful of what you're putting out and what you're curating. Like, you have to be aware that everyone is going to go check your socials. But at least for acting, it's going to help. But it's not necessary. Yeah. But I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I mean, I don't like submit, but to me, like, at least how art's always been like depicted, especially pre-social media or like pre-technology, was very much like you needed to have outstanding skill and talent. And that's how you got noticed. And I think that's still true today. What I was trying to say is that I think social media allows for nurturing. I think it allows people who don't have outstanding skill and talent to nurture their mediocre skills and talent so that they can have an outstanding one without getting rejected right out the gate, without having to spend what back then, like, people that if you weren't naturally like gifted or talented at things, then you spent money on classes and teachers and instructors to become gifted and talented. And I think social media, to me, is more of it lowers that barrier of entry, because now you can follow somebody that can teach you how to do that. You can just post, like, you can just, like, there are a lot of people I always see on Twitter that, like, are amazing, like, artists, like, drawing, and they always just say, like, I just started, like, posting my shitty ass drawings on Instagram, and then over the years it just got better because I had people that were following me and were wanting, like, they're supporting me.
Yeah.
And so that's where I think where I come from, where I'm like, I feel like it actually lowers that barrier to entry and it allows people to nurture, but it just makes it so the market so much more competitive. And so that's why they look at your following and your social media, because now they want to see
the numbers
because now they can't just rely on outstanding skill and talent. Oh, you're talented, unless it's super obvious. Now it's like, you're talented, and so is somebody that's been doing this for 10 years and been posting about it for forever. So who's getting the market share?
It's the it factor that
who can I put money into, because now there's so many more hands and so many more chefs in the kitchen. And that's why I say it's a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah.
I wish I could crack social media. I feel like I haven't cracked it yet.
I don't think anybody has.
My boss has a really good social media girl. And like, my boss has gotten so many more followers. Like, I need to connect with this girl, because she's like she'll even just like, you know, like photo dumps, and like I should honestly just talk to her about it, and like how she curates posts and everything, because she's gotten a lot more followers.
How old is she?
Maybe like late 20s.
Maybe she'd be interested in coming on the pod.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Doing a social media deep dive.
She's from Georgia too, so we fuck with her. She knows about Savannah, Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. I like something that I think, you know, social media has definitely impacted is the music industry. And I really like, it's almost like nowadays being a musician, you just have to be an influencer almost. You have to be promoting your stuff in an influencery way, which is very off-putting for a lot of musicians, myself included. It's really hard for me to sit and lip sync to my own song. I think that's so silly. Like, I just feel silly doing that, but that, like, stuff like that gets engagement, and I think that's so interesting. But I feel so silly doing it, and I just need to get over, like, my last single, Patience, I made, like, so many videos lip syncing, and I literally couldn't even post them. I felt like they were so cringy. Like, I don't want to post that. But also, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to embrace the cringe. And we've also been told that cringe is bad now, but at the same time, we have to embrace it. So it's just hard.
I've not been on socials at all. Like, I didn't even post, like, Drizzy posted something and then added me as a collaborator. And like, that's been the most I've posted.
See, sometimes I think about like influencing and curating, and I'm like, that's so much fun and cool, but the effort it goes into that, like, I post on socials a lot, but the way I post is shit post to my close friends. I love a good, that meme was funny, close friends. I love doing that, and I love getting on TikTok and saying a thought and then getting off TikTok. I don't even edit those videos. I literally do one takes and then I go, that was fun. And then I put it up. Like, I'm low effort. If there's like a lot of effort that has to go into posting, and that's like what I miss about old social media. Remember when people would do like fucking Man Crush Mondays, and they would just take the shittiest screenshot from Google.
I literally remember when Instagram came out.
And
it was just like sunsets, your food, like, oh my god,
that there was an end,
golden hour.
There was an end
when
to
it
a
would
feed.
end.
Oh my god, you reached the end of the algorithm, literally.
When you would end, because it wasn't an algorithm. It was just the people that you followed. It literally wasn't. It was literally just the people that you followed. Like, once you ran on a post for the day.
Do you guys remember your first username? I remember mine.
Purple Gummy Bear, but purple with an I. I was obsessed with gummy bears.
Oh, okay, cute.
Mine was a nickname that a bully gave me that I didn't realize was a nickname. She was just so cool to me that I didn't realize that she was making fun of me.
Oh
no.
But we were at
God.
That's so sad.
I was running around pretending to be a unicorn.
Right, as one
for
does.
the amusement of my friends,
right?
Who I thought were my friends, but they were making fun of me.
Sterling, that's so sad.
And
I would have thought that was so great.
She called me Hannah Corn. My first name is Hannah. And so my Instagram name for the longest time, my first Instagram name was Hannah Corn 123.
Okay, period.
Honestly, though, that's like a really quintessential middle school like little thing. I'm not gonna lie.
That makes me
and I
so
also
sad.
wouldn't have realized that either.
Yeah.
I don't know. My Instagram was, my first username was Sierra S_143 because that means I love you.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
And then I switched it to what it is now. I've like always been so bad at usernames. So I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't know.
Actually, same. I
Yeah.
went from Purple Gummy Bear to Camelot. Which, like, I feel like I should rework Camelot.
No, I do enjoy
love
it.
the username. Yeah.
I feel like...
Isn't it like
seen, I don't know.
yeah.
I like it.
right? It's like the first three of your last name.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, yours is L.
It's
okay,
like
no, never
like
mind. No,
a
it's not.
nickname for me as a kid was like Camelot.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
That's a
cool.
cute story
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I like hate my username. I just like don't know. Like I don't have any nicknames. I've never had a
What your
nickname.
username is.
Sierra _ S13, I think.
Hell yeah.
I always mix up the S's because they're so similar. My first name and my second. But yeah, I've never had a nickname, so I've always been like, and I feel weird. I like the username for my other Instagram better, but I don't know if I really want my full name to be on the internet. Like, do y'all really need to know my middle name like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
My Instagram is my full name, but
but your middle name's not like. What's your middle name? Nobody knows.
yeah, no one knows my middle name. But I don't know. I feel like first and last is kind of the same thing.
I think as a
Okay.
musician who goes
Yeah.
by her full name, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. My first username was Savannah R123, and then I was like, I changed my username a bunch of times because Savannah Rivers wasn't available. And then one day I just DM'd the person that had Savannah Rivers, and I was like, hey, this is my name. Can I have it? And she was like, yeah, sure. And changed her username, and then I took it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
That
love
has
for you.
never worked for me a day in my
I know.
life.
I
That's
was like,
amazing.
literally, like, she's not gonna answer. I was like, there's no way this girl's gonna. I was like, is her name even Savannah? Like, girl, that's my name. So, but I literally was like, hey, I'm a musician. Like, I really just want to, like, you
Have
know,
this
like, it was
name.
like junior year of high school, and she just did it.
That's so sweet.
And that's called
Right?
leading the world without us.
Right? I was like, thanks, Savannah Rivers. I have my own back. Yeah.
It's interesting. I just think as we are trying to build this podcast out, it's going to be interesting, hopefully, looking back or at this podcast episode in a year from now and just seeing like kind of like where our own journeys are at with social media.
Yeah.
Because the goal is, I think, for all of us for this to kind of help us with our social media careers
Yeah.
and our artistic careers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think, do we want to say like what we envision for ourselves as like artists in social media in a year, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
I want to post. I've always been very like. Let me start over.
Yeah, you're good.
I've never had a problem with posting like selfies or like pictures that I create, things like that. But I think I want to start doing more like TikTok kind of videos. That's like the next step for me is using my voice and projecting like my opinion. So I want to see, I think in a year, posting more videos.
Get into it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the act of producing. I really do. And I want to produce like high quality content on the social webs. I think that's my ultimate goal is like to figure out how I can produce high quality content and still be creating my ultimate like artistic life offline. But yeah, in a year from now, I hope once I've graduated and we're settled into our beautiful home that we're all living in together,
Right.
that like I have some sort of system that I can produce high quality content.
Yeah.
That's what I want on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I think for me in a year, I just want to. I've always liked using social media as a place for like I have no problem getting on TikTok or whatever, mostly TikTok, and just like saying my thought or opinion, and that's like my favorite form of content to consume. So I hope in a year I'm doing that, and I'm doing that in a maybe more polished way than how I'm doing it now. But mostly, I hope that I have a community of people that I can just talk about my little hyperfixations with.
Yeah.
Because really that's what it is. I have a lot of things I'm hyperfixated on. I have a lot of opinions about them, and I like getting them out to the world. And I like having conversations with people about it that are into the same things. So that's kind of where I hope I'm at. And yeah, just meeting people, having fun.
Period.
Hell yeah.
I think for like my personal social media, I really just want to get back into posting. Oh my God, I'll start over. For my social media, I really want to start posting singing videos again. I kind of took a long break from posting them when I started college, and now you know, with my job, there's just less time. But I want to start posting singing videos more, you know, music videos, but just more music stuff, really. I think for my opinions and stuff like that, that's what I lean into here. My music feels like a different aspect of myself, and then here it's like my opinion. My opinion's in my music too. You just gotta dig, you know. But yeah, just more singing videos. Getting a new mic soon, so this will happen in less than a year.
Yay!
Yeah.
We'll have to check back in a year from now.
Right. What's today's date? October 19th. On October 19th, 2026.
We'll check back.
You know what's crazy?
See where
we're
we're
gonna
at.
blink. It's gonna be October.
It is
real.
And then we're gonna be living together in the streets of LA, running around and drinking and partying, maybe a little drugs.
I'm screaming.
Not on the
Maybe
pod.
a little drugs.
Oh my God, I'll be 20. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to turn 25. Sorry, I just thought about that.
I'm
so excited to turn
Get
25.
into it.
Yeah.
Sterling's old.
She's
All
right.
That come from?
She's already 25.
I'm 26.
Right.
Right!
Yeah.
Whoa, sorry. I mean that with respect. Sorry.
Respect your elders.
Sterling's our
Screaming.
deeply respected elder.
That's so funny.
Anyways, that was
Sorry,
just
like, you caught us straight there. I did not mean for that to be a stray.
Sorry, that was just a random thought. I'm just like, damn, like I'm excited to turn 25. Although this whole like we can cut this here. This whole mid 20 puberty, hate it.
Oh,
Yo, why am I breaking out?
Hate it. I hate it.
As a person who's on the other side of it, yeah, that shit hit me like a brick.
Damn, I thought you were gonna
Yeah,
be
your
like,
skin
it's
is clear.
okay.
Your skin is clear.
Yeah,
Yes,
your skin
but
is-
I was on medication. I was on tretinoin. I was doing the most, and it's still nothing was helping. It was just time.
Damn.
No, I literally like my body feels different all the time. My skin has been breaking out for like the past year and a half. Like losing hair. My hair is growing too fast. My nails are growing. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is happening right now?
I feel like lately, like every time I get my period, I'm like, I just had you though.
I
I
just
literally
had you.
just had you.
I just had
What
you.
are you doing here?
I was just depressed. Why?
Literally,
Why
I'm like,
am I
wait,
depressed
when
again?
was the luteal? I literally just had you last week. Like, I'm a little confused.
dude, being a
And I don't know
woman
if life is just moving so fast that it feels that way.
Honestly, yeah. If I could do anything to a man, I would put him through the psychological warfare that is being a woman.
Yeah, I'd make him give birth.
That is being a woman.
Well, regulars, we'll see you next time.
Yes, thanks
Yes,
for stopping
please.
by.
See
Much
you
love.
guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Kiss your
Follow
neighbor.
your dreams.
Yeah.